Okay, so one of the first jobs that I want to try and tackle on the service schedule is the air filter. Okay, now I know from reading the Royal Alloy website and having a look around the parts diagrams that the air filter assembly is this one here. Okay, so it's located on the left hand side of the bike. So I've taken off the panel on this side now as well so that I can get to this air filter assembly. And what I want to do is take the cover off and have a look at what type of air filter is actually in there, because from the research I've done when I've gone to order a service kit, I don't know how accurate this is, so don't quote me, but for this particular model of scoot, the Royal Alloy GT125, apparently there's two types of air filter. There's a triangular one and another one. I'm not sure if that's a rectangular one or not, but a couple of the suppliers online are saying that there's two types of air filter and you need to check which one it is. So I'm going to check manually so that we can be sure we ordered the right part and we can crack on with that. Okay, so let's have a go. So all I'm going to use is just a nice long screwdriver, and we've got these kind of screws around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 9 of them. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. I'm just going to undo them. Should be straightforward. That's one. Try and do this as quick as we can so we don't lose interest. Come out really easily. 2. Might even speed the camera up on this so you don't have to sit through this. 3. Just got back from an amazing weekend in Llandudno, watching Paul Weller. Amazing, right? I've seen him many times, but the man was absolutely on fire. So, pretty damn good, eh? It was a good weekend. And he played for about 2.5 hours, right? 2.5 hours, 2 hours, something like 2 hours, 30 minutes. So amazing. Really enjoyed it. No problems here, straightforward. One's a bit fiddly to get to. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is number 9. There's 9 of those altogether. Oops, dropped it. 9 of those. Easy enough to remove. So just bring the camera in a little bit more there so you can see this. Drop that down. That comes off really easy, and I'm guessing that's the air filter right there. Okay, so it's the triangular type. And I'm going to undo that and have a look at it just so we know what it looks like. You've got 2 screws, one at the top, one at the bottom. It looks triangular, it's laying on its side. One, 2. ease that out of there. So what have we got now? We've got some sort of gasket on the side there that's stuck. There we go. Okay, so that, my friends, is the air filter. Triangular type. Got like a metal casing, it's got a filter around the top. Like a piece of foam around the top. It's got like a little seal there. Peel that off. I don't know whether that's meant to come off or not. I peeled it off. It was half hanging off anyway. And then underneath here, what have we got? We've got the actual air filter there, you see that? Peel that away there. And I'm guessing that we can order the whole thing. Right, so that's the actual air filter. Looks pretty clean though, right? Does that really need changing? It looks clean inside there. But we shall order a new one of the relevant kind and stick it in. Okay guys, so ordered the basic service kit online and these are the bits I've got. So 6,000 mile service. Let's have a look at the bits. What have we got? We've got the, starting here with the air filter. Okay, triangular type air filter. We've got the 1 litre of Silcoline engine oil of the correct specification. We've got the belt, which needs doing at 6,000 miles. We've got the fuel filter and the oil filter there on the right. And we've got a spark plug as well. Okay. So let's crack on with the air filter. That's the job for today. So guys, as you can see, we've got the new air filter and it comes all the way from Taiwan. I ordered this on eBay as part of the service kit. And I've no idea whether this is exactly the same as they supply to Royal Alloy and it leaves the factory with one of these in, or if this is an aftermarket part. Okay, I don't know. But we're going to take it out, have a look at it, and I'm going to compare it to the one that was already in and see what the difference is. Okay, so let's have a look. It comes wrapped up in a cellophane wrapper. I'll undo that. Okay, and there we go, and that's your new air filter. Okay, so comparing it to the other one, what's the difference? It's made of, it feels ever so slightly lighter. It looks visually the same. That gasket there that's around the rim, if I take that layer off there, I'm going to take that off so you can see that. So that gasket there looks a little bit more substantial. It's made of rubber on the original one, and this one is made of it's still equally thick, but it's made of more of a foam, like an EVA foam material, but should do the job. And what other differences can we see? That sleeve that goes all the way around is the same width all the way around, whereas this one tapers in a little bit there, but that's obviously made that way, so I don't see that making a difference. Should do the job fine. Now the question is, in the original Royal Alloy operation manual, what does it say about replacing the air filter? Let's have a look. So page 29, air filter, down at the bottom, clean every 1,000 miles, replace when necessary. Okay, so how do you know whether it's necessary to replace that one that's in? To me, being a novice, it's clean inside. There's no oil residue on it. It's clean on the outside. This sleeve that fits over the top, there's a little bit of oil residue there, and I'm guessing that's from where I overfilled the engine oil and it's blown up through the air filter, right? I'm guessing that's what I've read online, that's what happens, right? And that's what some of you guys have commented. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it with a new one. Okay, even though it feels a little bit inferior to that one, right? It feels a little bit cheaper made, but I'm hoping it's going to do the job. So I'm going to pop that one in, but I'm going to keep the old one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash that down, right, and let it dry. And I'm going to vacuum the actual filter itself and keep it as a spare in case there's any problems with this one, right? And then I'm covered belt and braces. So I'm going to wash that outer sleeve down, rinse it through, let it dry, and I'm going to vacuum that and keep it with the sleeve as a spare in case anything happens. All right, I'm going to pop the new one in, so it should be straightforward. I'll drop the camera down a little bit so hopefully you can see it. Okay, so here we've got a little spigot that pops out there, and again there's no oil residue on there at all, right? So I'm hoping that if that excessive engine oil would have been too severe, it would have you know, built up around there a little bit, but it's fairly clean, so I'm pleased with that. That's reassuring. So I'm going to pop this in that way. Just sits in there, slots on top, and we've got the 2 screws. Straightforward, that's one in. Just put it in with my fingers, and this one down here. There we go. Tighten them up. So air filter, straightforward job, easy to do, and just hoping that this one that looks like an aftermarket part is up to the job, okay? But who knows, right? Maybe the one that was already in, bearing in mind this has done 6,000 miles, maybe the one that's already in wasn't an original. Maybe that's an aftermarket part, right? But I'm guessing it's going to be okay. There we go, done. Straightforward, easy job to do. Pop the cover back on. And now, just pop those 9 screws back in, okay? Air filter, done. Cheers guys. Don't forget to subscribe.